There's a brewing drama in Japanese volleyball. Yuji Nishida, the symbol and main scoring weapon of the national team, has announced he'll be missing the upcoming World Championship. And at that moment, millions of eyes turn to a man who's been waiting for his time to come. His name, Kento Miyaura, a player who can turn spikes into lightning and setbacks into fuel for growth. But the road to this moment was far from a fairy tale. It started in a gym without a net, continued in a city devastated by an earthquake, and went through years when the national team's doors stayed firmly shut. Today, we're diving into the biography of this unique opposite hitter. A story where every chapter is a challenge. Kento Miyaura was born into a sports family where love for volleyball was practically in the air. By the second grade, he had already picked up a ball watching his older brother and parents, all volleyball players themselves. Back then, no one could have imagined that this skinny, quick-footed kid would one day become one of Japan's top opposites. The turning point came in junior high. In his home prefecture of Kumamoto, a new school opened as a feeder for the legendary Shinsei High, the same school his father once attended. The coach, an old family friend, invited Kento to join the very first intake. There were other schools with volleyball programs nearby, but the level was low. He was already about to join a club team when this offer came in. Turning it down wasn't an option. That's when the daily commute to Kumamoto City began, an hour and a half each way. There were only 3 students in his class. No younger or older teammates, no official matches. Team practices were minimal, 2 hours a day at most. But right next door, in the same gym, Shinsei High's team trained. Yellow jerseys, national titles, legends of Japanese volleyball. Miyaura watched them every day, dreaming of being among them. At the start of junior high, he was under 160 centimeters, but by his third year he had grown to 187. In 2014 he entered Shinsei High. From his first year he made the squad, but his first spring tournament ended in failure. Kento blamed himself and started training on his own. And as if fate wanted to test him further, in 2016, a magnitude 7 earthquake struck Kumamoto. The gym was destroyed, the school closed. He had to travel to Saga and Fukuoka, 3 hours round trip, and sometimes train in the schoolyard sand without a net or lights. The final high school tournament, another disappointment. But that's when a leader inside him was born, one who doesn't hide behind others, doesn't complain, and doesn't look for excuses. After high school, he entered Waseda University in Tokyo. Including him, the team had just 5 freshmen, one of them the manager. 3 were on sports scholarships, 1 was a regular student. There was plenty of work. Freshmen handled match prep and training logistics, and the manpower shortage was real. The hardest part at the start wasn't even volleyball, it was everything else, he recalls. Still, in his very first year, he earned court time and became the starting opposite for a Division I University League team. At that time, he couldn't boast of power or explosiveness. My shoulders were weak, my body didn't respond, my spikes didn't hit that hard, he admits. But Kento learned to be part of a system, not just the sole weapon. His first big tournament, the All Japan University Championship, and they won it, then 3 more in a row with MVP titles each time. His 4th season came during the height of COVID. Empty arenas, cancelled matches, but the team went undefeated without dropping a single set, with Miyaura sealing the last point with an ace. His example pushed teammates, including Go Murayama, to keep going even in the toughest moments. And yet, those achievements weren't enough to make the home Olympics roster. He was passed over in favor of Ran Takahashi and even the younger Tatsunori Otsuka. That hit his pride, but he took it as a challenge. His first major tournament with the national team was the 2021 Asian Championship. Nishida had gone to play in Italy, and Miyaura stepped into his role. The team reached the final, but Kento openly admitted, "I realized I'm still not there yet." That same year, he signed with the Suntory Sunbirds and became the starting opposite, but not for long. Nishida returned and Kento was back on the bench. He then moved to Poland for playing time, but there he had to compete with Wasim Bentara, a nearly impossible task. Thoughts of the move being a waste crept in more often, but he shut them down with work. First to arrive, last to leave, going all out even in simple scrimmages, just to become the best version of himself. Only after moving to Paris did stability come. There he earned a starting spot, became the face of the team and picked up MVP honors. In the national team, his role also grew. In 2023, he helped Japan win a historic bronze in the Volleyball Nations League. Miyaura's style isn't just about raw power. He can change his spike's trajectory at the last second, hit off the block, go down the line or swing sharply cross-court. His serve often forces reception errors, and on defense he can dig balls that seem impossible. This versatility makes him especially valuable in clutch moments. We'll break down his playing style in detail in our next video. Then came the Olympic dream fulfilled, a return to Japan, and yet another outstanding season. A character to admire. Now, with Nishida sidelined, the hopes of an entire nation rest on his shoulders. Will he carry the load? Only the court will tell. Now it's your turn. Drop a comment on what you think about Kento Miyaura's chances. Personally, I'm sure he hasn't said his last word yet, and of course I want to know. Whose story should we cover next? Write it in the comments. And as always, this was Nick. Love what you do and you'll definitely succeed. See you soon. Bye.